Please work, please work, please work. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody online. We're just getting things set up, and we will be with you very shortly. Good afternoon, everybody. Can you all hear me okay through this thing in this room? Awesome. That's great. Hi, everybody online. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. I don't have a screen in front of me today, so I can't see all of you, but I know you're there. Thanks for coming. I'm hoping you can hear us too through this. This means yeah, we'll just get started today. We're starting a little bit late, so I want to get going. You can also hear me breathing. That's annoying. How about that? That's still okay? Okay. All right, well, find yourselves a comfortable seat wherever you're sitting. Hopefully those of you online have a small feast offering that you'll be offering along with us today. The table looks beautiful and full, and that's a wonderful way to start the ritual. So in your comfortable seat, just take a moment to arrive into the room. And then once the room starts feeling a little bit comfortable, familiar, turn your attention to your body. Take a minute or two to arrive there as well. And as you start to feel familiar with your physical form, turn your attention to your breath. Notice the places where your breath and your body interact. And then turn your attention toward your mind. For some moments, notice what's coming up. Recognize that and let go. And then even though we do this as part of the beginning of the Tsok ritual, let's do this from our own side just for a few minutes and make it really personal. So as the tradition calls the excellent beginning of the practice, refuge, and bodhicitta. So take a moment to call in all of the support systems and networks that you feel like have your back. You can imagine living people, people who have passed on, imaginary beings, whatever feels right and good to you. Call them all into the room in which you're sitting and ask them to join us for the party. Now that you've gathered your supports, turn your attention toward your motivation. Why did you come today? Why are you interested in participating in the ritual? There's no wrong answer. And all the better if we can truly acknowledge what it is that brought us to the practice today. And from there, we get the opportunity to truly consider what it means to act toward the benefit of beings. And you can set your motivation that whatever we do today is of benefit to as many beings as possible. And then from this place, we start the main practice with our hearts full of a profound motivation. We'll start on page 1 of the prayer book, the verses of prayer to the 8 noble auspicious ones. Om Nam Sing Nam Dak Rang Jin Lun Dre Pe Tashi Chok Chu Shing Na Shuk Pa Yi Sangye Che Dong Gen Den Pak Pe Tsok Kern La Chak Zel Dak Chak Tashi Shok Dre Me Gyal Po Tsel Den Dun Drup Gong Jampe Gempe Gedrapel Dampa Kun La Gongpa Gyache Drakpel Chen Lunpo Tarpak Zel Drakpel Dong Ni Semchen Tamche La Gong Drakpe Bel Yitzim Zepa Zel Rab Drakpel De Tensam Tepe Tashi Pepe Dewa Shekba Gela Chakselo Champe Shunu Belden Dorje Zin Chenre Ziwang Gompo Champe Bel Sai Ningpo Dripa Nambar Sel Namga Ningpo Pakcho Kuntu Sang Utpe Dorje Bekar Lushing Dang Norbu Dawa Reldri Nimai Chaksen Lingnam Tashi Pelki Cho Changshup Semba Gila Chakselo rinchen dukchok dashi serginya, duchong bumsang iyon kamala, ninja tuntang punso beweu, minub gyatsen wangyo korlote, rinchen dakchok eki chaksen chen, chokdu gyawa chuching gekema, getsog ngowo jempe bebewe, tashi hlamo gela chakselo, tangpa chenpo dejung seme u, migdong dendang gyapo yukor song, pake pedang luwang migmizang, namte sete ladze korlo dang, trishu ladang dutung dorje chen, piwam raji choten gyatsen zin, sasum nesu gelek tashipel, jikden kyongwa gela chakselo, dakjak dingdir tawa tsompala, gedak niwar tsewa kunjine, dudun pepel samdun yinchin drup, tashi dele ponsum Tsok bar sho. In English, Om, in the natural, spontaneously present, perfectly pure, phenomenal existence, to all who dwell in the auspicious realms of the 10 directions, the Buddhas, Dharma, and the assembly of the noble Sangha, I prostrate and pray that all may be auspicious for myself and all others. To Drume Gyalpo, Tselden Dundrup Gong, Jampe Gyempa, Gedrak Bel Dampa, Kuna Gongpa, Gyache Drakpel Chen, Lumpo Tarpak Sel Drakpel and Ni. Noble ones known for your consideration of all sentient beings, noble ones known for your superior display of enlightened activities that grant mental satisfaction. Merely hearing your names increases all glory and auspiciousness. I prostrate to the 8 Sugatas, to the youthful Manjushri, the glorious Vajra holder, the powerful Avalokiteshvara, the noble protector, Maitreya, Sai Ningpo, Dripar Namparsel, Namkai Ningpo, the supreme noble Kuntuzangpo, Utbel Dorje, Pekar, Lushing, and Norbo Dawa, Reldri Nima. Holders of the excellent hand emblems of supreme noble good fortune, I prostrate to the 8 Bodhisattvas, to the supreme jeweled umbrella, the auspicious golden fish, the wish-fulfilling vase, and the mind-pleasing Kamala flower, the conch of fame and glory, the fully endowed endless knot, the eternal victory banner, and the all-powerful wheel. You who hold these 8 supreme precious signs, offered to the conquerors of all directions and times, attractive maidens of pleasure, to recall your nature increases all that is noble. I prostrate to the 8 goddesses of good fortune. Tsangpa Chenpo, Dejung Seme U, Mikdong Den and Gyalpo Yukor Sung, Pake Po and Luang Misang, Namtu Se and Hladze Korlo, holders of the trident, short spear, and vajra, vina, sword, stupa, and banner of victory, who make auspiciousness and positivity grow in the 3 realms, I prostrate to the 8 guardians of the world, concerning the activity that myself and others are about to begin by pacifying all obstructions and unwanted harm. May the noble and meaningful increase and all wishes be accomplished. May good fortune, happiness, and prosperity be fully endowed. Awesome. Thank you. Page 7. Yes, Judy. Come closer. Page 7. Morgen yugi nup jang tsam, Pema ge sa dong po la, ya tsen cho king jup ni, Pema jung ne she su trak, kor du kan ro mang pe kor, ke gi je su dak drup gi, Chingi lob che shek su se, Guru Pema Siddhi Hung, Hung Organ Yugi Nup Jang Sam, Pema Ge Sar Dong Bola, Ya Tsen Chogi Nge Drup Nye, Pema Jung Ne She Su Tak, Kor Du Kan Ro Mang Pe Kor, Ke Gi Je Su Tak Drup Gi, Chingi Lob Chi Shik Su Se, Guru Pema Siddhi Hung, Hung Organ Yugi Nup Jang Sam, Pema Ge Sar Dong Po La, Ya Tsen Cho Ki Nge Drup Nye, Pema Jung Ne She Su Tak, Kor Du Kan Ro Mang Pe Kor, Ke Gi Je Su Tak Drup Gi, Chingi Lob Chi Shek Su Se, Guru Pema Siddhi Hung. Hung, at organ's northwestern frontier on the stem and corona of a lotus flower, wondrous supreme accomplishment attained, and as the lotus-born renowned, encircled by a retinue of many dakinis, so that I may become like you, please come and grant your blessings. Guru Pema Siddhi Hung. Emma Ho. Tuja Chuki Yinki Shinkam Su, Chuni Du Sum Ke Ga Me Pengang, Chadra Hun Tsok De Wa Chen Perku, Nam Ka Shin Du Tuk Che Churi Me, Lama Chuki Kula Sol Wa Dev, Organ Pema Chune La So Wa Dev, De Chen Lungi Drupe Shingam Su, Ku Song Tuk Dang Yun Den Trin Le Ki, Ye Sheng A Den De Wa Shek Pe Ku, Tuk Je Che Ja Na Tsok So Sor Den, Lama Long Che Zo Kula Sol Ma De, Organ Pema Chung Ne La So Wa De, Mi Je Chik Den Dak Pe Shing Kam Su, Tu Je Chen Po Dru We De La Chen, Gang La Gang Du Thap Ki Dro Den Ze, De Tang Ma Chen Da Ta Du Sum Gi, La Ma Tru Pe Ku La So Wa Deb, Organ Pema Chung Ne La So Wa Deb. In English, wondrous, in the pure realm of the fundamental space of reality, free from elaboration, the actual nature beyond the three times, origination and cessation, is the body of great bliss, naturally complete and aimless, compassion like the sky, without bias or point of reference. Dharmakaya Guru, to you I pray. Lotus born of organ, to you I pray. In the pure realm of spontaneously present great bliss are the embodiments of the Buddha's form, speech, mind, qualities, and activity. The body of the thus gone ones endowed with the fivefold primal knowing, revealing each and every of the various manifestations of compassion. Sambhogakaya Guru, to you I pray. Lotus born of organ, to you I pray. In the realm of the innate purity of this conditioned universe, manifest through great compassion for the sake of sentient beings, emanations act to benefit beings through skillful means suited to each individual. To those passed on, to come and present, Nirmanakaya Gurus of the three times, to you I pray. Lotus born of organ, to you I pray. And we'll recite or sing Cloud Banks of Blessings. That's the page I passed out to you all before we got started. Rang nang min ying ne turdel joku lama du jum ling ba kien o tawa kada long du de le joku ming zen rang jin sa wei xing ne lun de long gu lama ye she do je kien o gun pa se nang du le long ma jing shi ga me tu je long ne zen be tru gu lama pe ma she pa kien o che pa pa lang ra wa za du ching wa tru chi rang re den gi lama ku sam ye ming ang ni gu pe so wa dem so wang xin chin lab du zi dak yu ming de zi qing. From self-origin Akanishta, the pure realm above all, Dharmakaya Guru, beyond elaboration, Dujum Lingpa, please consider me, and in the expanse of the primordial view, ripen the essence as Dharmakaya. From the Buddha fields of natural wakefulness, spontaneously present Sambhogakaya Guru, Yeshe Dorje, please consider me, and in the luminosity of meditation, bind the karmic winds in the central wisdom channel. From the expanse of unconfined compassion, Nirmanakaya Guru, perfect with the major and minor marks, Pema Shepa, please consider me, and through the conduct that transcends accepting and rejecting, release the knots in the wisdom channels. To the ultimate Guru, self-cognizing awareness, from the individual union of the three kayas, I bow down with respect. May the blessed nectar of the four empowerments ripen our minds that they become free. Page 11 at the top. Ngun se rig zin u den dor je tsel ma hong de shek mu pa ta ye shab ta da pe jun gyal tsep drog bang o jig je ye she dor je so wa dem. In the past, the awareness holder Nuden Dorje Tsel. In the future, the Buddha Mupatai. In the present, Padmasambhava's regent, Drogben in person. Jigdre Yeshe Dorje, to you I pray. Ugmin Chugi Yingi Perdragne, Du Sam Sange Kungi Ngowoni. Rang sem choku ngun sum tun zepe, tsa we lama me jabla so wa dem. Within the palace of the fundamental space of reality, the unsurpassed pure realm is the essence of all the Buddhas of the three times. You who actually introduce the Dharmakaya of my own mind, root Guru, at your feet, I pray. Now please turn to page 67. And we'll start on page 69. If there's anybody online who has not done this feast offering ritual before, the best thing to do, even if you have done it, the best thing to do really is just to sit and relax and rejoice and be happy that this is happening and that you're participating. A lot of relaxation and opening of the mind. The same goes for the recitation of the Tibetan, in which we may all not be so familiar. Just go with it. Don't trip on it. Just go with it. Yeah, so top of page 69. Kada choku bema tsepak me, long che zoku bema kundu cha, chube kuno zoke doje la, sowa deb sodak yu chingilom, yang chen chupa ye shi tsogel ma, long e da trozilnen ge batsel, kya da jambe de we ni mala, so wa deb so da kyu chingilom, chengi pa kaba gyur menge dung wang, rige kya da du jum ro de ling, Karen sumden sawe lama la, so wa deb so dak yu chingi lom, gitad so wa da pe chen lap ki, min che wang te dam sing nam pa da, rem ni lam le nin du tar chin de, Kunzan be makare kutop sho. In English, original purity, Dharmakaya Padma, limitless longevity, Sambhogakaya Padma, holder of all, essential face of Nirmanakaya, lake-born Vajra Lord, as I pray to you, please transform my mind. Emanation of Saraswati, Mother Yeshe Tsogel, Zilnun Gebetzel, who deciphered the symbols in the fivefold inner expanse. Lord of Refuge, Jampel Dewe Nima, as I pray to you, please transform my mind. Gyurme Ngedung Wangpo, destined to receive the blessings. Dujum Drodu Lingpa, refuge embodying the 100 families. Root Guru, so kind in the 3 ways, as I pray to you, please transform my mind. By the blessing of praying in this way, the maturing empowerments are received with Samaya pristine. On the path of the 2 stages, perfecting the approach and accomplishment, I maintain the body of the lotus-born, total goodness. Horik dong o tsoke pema jung. Forgive me, hold on one second. That's the problem. Horik tong o tsoke pema jung. Kyab ne kundung o mo kyab suchi. Si de lobo trupe drowakun. Truparang sankada long do sho. Horik dong o tsoke pema jung. Kyab ne kundung o mo kyab suchi. Si de lobo trupe drowakun. Truparang sankada long do sho. Horik dong o tsoke pema jung. Kyab ne kundung o mo kyab suchi. Si de lobo trupe drowakun. Truparang sankada long do sho. Hung, awareness, emptiness, the essence is a lake-born lotus guru. I take refuge in the essence, the gathering of all sources of refuge. For all beings temporarily deluded by this transitory existence, may delusion purify itself and unravel in the expanse of original purity. Do mudra sarva buddha arka kaya za sarva bingam baling takai. Do mudra sarva buddha arka kaya za sarva bingam baling takai. Do mudra sarva buddha arka kaya za sarva bingam baling takai. Hong marik zun zin trube jumbo nam tor ma di kir dare nang tu ding rang ring ye she bo gyer me bengang kor sum ye dro nang tu tsam che do. Om Sumbani Sumbani Hungpe, Om Girani Girani Hungpe, Om Baya Girani Hungpe, Om Anaya Ho Bhagavan Baya Raja Hungpe. Is that candle light on? It doesn't look like it's on. Do you want to change the batteries? Yeah. That'd be great. They should be all charged. No, just these two. Yeah. We'll start again in just a moment in the middle of page 72. What we've just done, is this coming? This is coming through. Yeah? Okay. What we've just done is made a promise to the obstacle makers for this ritual that we'll feed them later. And we tempted them with a torma of bread and asked them to wait outside, please, while we conduct the ritual. So now we're going to invite the honored feasts and guests, the honored guests to the feast. In the middle of page 72. Homde chempe ma kyue shinkam ne kusan lundre tsoke dorje chang ne de jimbo chok deng drup so chue ze kun zan rupe gen du gyur. Home from the blissful pure realm of the spiraling lotus, naturally self-accomplished 3 bodies, lake-born Vajra holder, please bless this place and grant the supreme and ordinary siddhis. May these offerings become the ornament of the display of total goodness. Om Ahung Nidza Guru Pema Churching Zel Benja Samaya Ja Avishaya Om Sawa Puja Megam Samu Hum Shrita. Arang luta mene pedun karu orgen drime dana koshetso tinjan yen la keden chu gangwe usurin jen pedon devgeteng Kyabne kundu orgen dorje chang Sen pepe bar togye yudang til Chaye dorje yun pe tebum nam Dadang rinchen rupe gen gide Unge long na de chen zi jin bar Kordu sasum gyatso trin tartim Jilla tuk che char beb dalasik Gyal kung o chi me ye shekor Dusher chak bot higa tu sel Luda long che du sum ge wit so Kun zang che pe chin du mig ne bu To me ne sa ti ku ma lu sha Se che kya we kun tu nun ten gi Kyab da chik bu gun bu nam dar la Ni ne yi rang de pe se dev shing Zab ke che ki cha chen be par ko Rang shen ki we nge po kun dom ne Dru kam kya tso ji shi ne ki bar Gun per kyu nam tar je nin che te Ka kya dro wa jen pe dun du nge Kyab ne kun du kin se te chen po Du ngen ning me kyab chik rin po che Nga de du pe nar shin du shu ki So de bu la se wen yu du zing Kong pe ling ne tu je tse chun la Mu den gak di ning la jing gi lo Ta dang tsen ma nyu du tun pa dong Chuk dang tu mong ngu drup sel du sung. In English from page 73, top. Before me in my ordinary form is Organ stainless Dhanakosha lake, its profound depths filled with the water of 8 qualities. In its center, atop the jeweled stem of a lotus, petals unfurled, is the organ Vajra holder in whom all sources of refuge converge. Brilliant with the splendor of the major and minor marks, he is embracing Tsok, the mother consort. He holds a Vajra in his right hand, a vase within a skull cup in his left, exquisite in their silks and ornaments of jewels and bone, with a vast expanse of five-colored light, they blaze in the awesome splendor of great bliss. Oceans of the three roots gather like clouds as their retinue. They gaze upon me, bringing down a shower of blessing and compassion. To the embodiment of deathless primal awareness, the essence of all the victorious ones, I forever offer prostrations of faith with intense and powerful yearning. My body, wealth, and enjoyment, and all virtue gathered throughout the three times, all these I offer in the manner of Samantabhadra's vast clouds of offerings. I confess without exceptions all negative actions and failings accumulated through time without beginning. Sole sovereign of all the qualities of the victorious ones and their heirs, enlightened protector, in your example of perfect liberation, I rejoice from my heart. To you I pray with faith, beseeching you to bring down a great rain of profound and vast Dharma. Amassing all virtuous qualities of my own and others, I will, for as long as the countless ocean of beings endures, follow the example of your perfect liberation, enlightened protector. I dedicate all of this to the guidance of beings throughout space, great wellspring of wisdom and love, in whom all sources of refuge converge. Sole precious refuge in these evil dregs of time, I am afflicted by the spread of the five degenerations, and pray to you with great longing. Quickly look with love upon your child. Bring forth the manifest energy of compassion from the expanse of your realization. Grant your blessings to my devoted heart. Swiftly show signs and indications, and pray bestow the supreme and ordinary siddhis. We'll now recite the 7-line prayer, which can be found on page 7 of your prayer book or also on page 96. We'll recite the first 3 together, and then we'll recite 21 of them quietly. Hongorgen yugin upjangtsam, bemage sardongpola, yatsen choking drupnye, bema jungne shesuta, kordu kandro mang pekor, kegi jesu taktrupki, Chegi lob shek su guru bem di hong orge yugi nup jang tsam bema ge sa dong pola ya tsen choking drupne bema jung ne she su tak Kordu kandro mang bekor, kegi jesu taktrupki, chegi lop chishek susu, guru bema siddhi hong orge yugi nup jang tsam, bema ge sartong pola, Yatsen choking drupni, bema jungne shesu tak, kordu kandro mang pekor, kegi jesu taktrupki, chegi lop chishek susu, guru bema siddhi hong. Organ yogi nubjasa pema kesar do balai at choking the tripni pema jungi shisutra kodu kandu mapekor kiki. So, Guru Pema Siddhi Hum. At the top of page 77, we're just going to read the English. The visualization is described in the English here. Due to my devoted prayers, 5 colored rays of the light of primal knowing extend like filaments from both the point of union and the hearts of the Father and Mother Guru. As these filaments are absorbed into my heart, my mind stream is blessed and transformed. And now we'll recite the Vajra Guru mantra, Om Ahung Benza Guru Pema Siddhi Hung. You can find that on page 99. We'll recite 108 of those mantras. Om Ahung Benza Guru Pema Siddhi Hung. Ahung Benza Guru Pema Siddhi Hung. We will next turn to page 20. Barbara, will you light the candles in the back or the lamps in the back of the room? Thank you. And everybody else can turn to page 86. From the Stainless Secret of Vajrasattva, the revelation of the King of Purification, the heart essence of confession. So this is the start of the confession offering. So it's a good thing to do at this point in the ritual to reflect on what you feel like was rough this month. what you feel like you could have done better. The times when you could have been kinder or more clear, or all the bugs maybe we stepped on that we didn't even know we stepped on, these kinds of things. And it's good to bring in the idea of the four powers. So regretting your actions and the like. It's important to say that I will never do this again, even though perhaps we know very well that the same mistake will happen again. Habits are really strong. And sometimes it's really disheartening. And yet, here we are again at the confession phase of our practice. And again, we can confess with our whole hearts and make the aspiration that a different thing happens the next time we have the chance to practice. Those of you here or at home, if you'd like to get up and do prostrations, that's also great during this whole melody part. Barbara's a really good example of that. Sorry. Om Jito Dangpo Sangye Kuntu Sang Dorje Sempa Dorje Deshenche Pawo Chenpo Joa Kyepe Gern Dala Zegong Yeshe Chengize Adune Make Yene Namda Kyang Trungor Lobo Shawa Kunok Tole Mare Zunzing Din Kenang Nyam Chakun Dak Chen Jing Yim Nge Long Du Shak Ben Sa Sangwe Dakpo Dorje Dam Drakpa Kusun Tuk Sang Samaya Bumgi Damne Nyam Shing Tile Gyawagang Raptung Unching Gipe Tolo Shak Saton Yamba Kundu Girpe Dudane Lekin Yerzin Dorje Kadoi Kai Chepa Drakpo Girpe Dichi Drip Gyur Chen Gyu Sak Shak Dum Pe Gyalpo Yene Dorje Che Mingsu Mechi Nyamda Shak Badrel Kuntu Zangbo Ye Zorik Belong Tu Dre Me Pe Che Ying Long Du A. And in English, from page 86. Om, the first foundation, is the Buddha, total goodness. Vajrasattva is the Vajra thus gone one. Great hero, protector of beings, think lovingly of me and look upon me with your eyes of primal knowing. Ah, primordially unborn, completely pure from the very beginning, and yet from conceptualization that incidentally arises in the face of delusion, all degenerations that are the circumstantial appearance and dualistic unawareness, I confess within the great purity of the inner expanse of the five mothers of fundamental space and reality. Vajra, Lord of secrets, renowned Vajraband, of the hundreds and thousands of secret samayas of body, speech, and mind, whatever has damaged the bond or violated the commitment, with intense remorse and regress, I disclose and confess. Sattva, the time when faults become degenerations has passed, becoming extreme breaches of the injunction of the Vajra Dakinis who oversee conduct, and after that, becoming obscurations which accumulate the causes for the great hell. These I confess. Hum, primordial king, original great Vajra, without point of reference, beyond a generation and confession, total goodness, intrinsic space of awareness, complete from the beginning, within the fundamental space of reality, beyond union and separation. Ah. Next, we'll recite Yikya, the Vajrasattva mantra. You can find that mantra in the middle of page 100. Those of you who are familiar with it, go for it. We're gonna say a whole mala of Vajrasattva mantras today, so a whole 108. Those of you who aren't familiar with it, just say it slowly. Just read it over and over and over again as during this brief time. This brief activation portion of the ritual. So we'll start together. Om Benzasato Samaya, Manupalaya, Benzasato Tenapa, Dijodido Mebawa, Sutokayo Mebawa, Supokayo Mebawa, Anurakto Mebawa, Sarva Siddhi Me Parayata, Sarva Karma Sutta Me, Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum, Haha Haha Ho, Bhagavan, Sarva Tata Gata, Benzramami Muncha, Benjibawa Mahasamaya Sato, Om Benzasato Samaya, Manupalaya, Benzasato Tenapa, Sutokayo me bawa, supokayo me bawa, anurakto me bawa, sarva siddhi me prayata, sarva karma sutta me, chitam shri yam kuruhum, haha haha ho, bhagavan, sarva tata gata, benjarma me munja benji bam. Sato om benza sato samaya, manupalaya, benza sato tenopa, teacher tido me bawa, sutokayo me bawa, supokayo me bawa, anurakto me bawa, sarva siddhi me prayata, sarva karma sutta me, chitam shri yam kuruhum, haha haha ho, bhagavan, benza mame munja benji bawa mahasamaya sato, om benza sato samaya, manupalaya, benza sato tenopa, teacher tido me bawa, sutokayo. Manupalaya Bentasatuteno Patichutito Mebawa Sutakaya Mebawa Supakaya Mebawa Anorakto Mebawa Karma Sutta Me Chitam Shiam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Savatagata Benjamai Muchavetibo Maha Samaya Satu. From the top of page 79. Phong Ale Chö Ying Dang Nam Kapalar Om Le Nang Si Du Yun Tsok Su Sham Hum Gi De Chen Ye She Ro Pa Gyur Shri Ta Sum La Tso Ge Pa Kang. Hong from Ah, a skull cup equal to the fundamental space of reality. From Om, the sense pleasures of appearance and possibility, arranged within as the gathering feast. With Hong become the play of primal knowing, great bliss. With Shri, the hosts of the three roots devatas are delighted and fulfilled. Om Ah Hong Shri, Om Ah Hong Shri, Om Ah Hong Shri. Hong organ yugi nup jang tsam be ma ge sar tong po la ya zen jo ki nge drup nye be ma jung ne she su drak kor du kan dro mang be kor ke gi je su dak drup gi De yun tse la chen de na, chin ki lop che shek su su, ne cho di ru jin po la, sok che ye she du zi gyur, drup cho da la wang shi kur, ge da long dren pa che se, in English from page 79 in the middle. Hong at Oregon's northwestern frontier on the stem and corona of a lotus flower, wondrous supreme accomplishment attained, and as the lotus-born renowned, encircled by a retinue of many dakinis, so that I may become like you, I invite you to this feast of sense pleasures. Please come and grant your blessings. Send down your blessings to this excellent place and transform the feast offerings into the elixir of primal knowing. Bestow the four empowerments on me, the one who aspires to supreme accomplishment. Dispel obstacles, hindrances, and those who lead us astray. Grant the supreme and ordinary siddhis. Hong lama je tsun be ma de treng zel, rik zin ka de tse dong che pa yi. Tsa sum kun du gya we kil kor la, mu gu dun shu dra por se wa de, da jen go sum ge tso long chu che, nang si du yun ge gu ma tsang me, kun dang ye den den tsok. Kun dang de chen so ki kor lor bor, tu tik te shen tu dam kong her chi, so wa deb so guru rinpoche, jin ki lop shik rik zin ka do tsok, me den bu la chok den ngu drup so, Dam sik nam chak tam che jang du se. Chi nang sang we bar che ying su zhe. Chang che bar du zhe me je zin xin, Se se nyam do yar da jimpel samba lungi drupa chingilo. And from the middle of page 81 in English. Hung, noble du Guru, Pema Dotreng Tsel, together with your hosts of awareness holders and Dakinis, to this mandala of victorious ones embodying all the three roots devatas, I pray with devotion and intense yearning. My three doors, gathered virtue, enjoyments, wealth, and those of others, appearance and possibility, delightful sense pleasures with nothing incomplete, all this I offer as the great bliss Gana Chakra, total goodness, supreme bliss. Lovingly accept this with delight. May it fulfill our sacred bond. I beseech you, Guru Rinpoche, grant your blessings, host of awareness holders and Dakinis. Grant the supreme and ordinary spiritual accomplishments to your devoted child. Please purify all degenerations and breaches of Samaya. Liberate outer, inner, and secret obstacles in fundamental space. Until my enlightenment, hold me inseparable. Increase longevity, merit, meditative experiences, and realization like the waxing moon. Grant blessings for this natural self-accomplishment of wishes. Om Ahung Benza Guru Bema Siddhi Hum. Now we'll turn to page 89. We'll recite the three Tsok accumulation prayers, then the swift accomplishment of wishes, and the clearing of obstacles prayer, do some Sangye Guru Rinpoche, and then enjoy the Tsok. So, page 89. So there are three. We will say the first one 6 times in Tibetan and one time in English. We'll say the middle length 6 times in Tibetan and 1 time in English. And then we'll do a full mala of offering for the offering feast mantra on page 91. The best thing to do while reciting these sections of the practice is to imagine that this blessed food, the food is blessed. We just did the whole ritual to do that, and now it's ready to be offered to all of the beings. Anything that any being needs or wants, we can imagine this food being, or what we perceive of as food and drink, being transformed into whatever substance or situation or thing that that particular being can see and experience and can also access and accept as a gift from the ritual offering. So sometimes, offering clouds of these things can be imagined for the inconceivable beings. And that every being, you can imagine every being who received something from this feast is deeply satisfied and is able to rest in its own nature of mind. Ram Yam Kam Om Ahung Yingi Benda Rikpe Soktor Sham De Chazer Tigle De Yuntra Ngursar Sami Kyabe Dam Sekti Rang Re Sawa Sumgi Hasola Nime Nyambe Nyangdu Chebabu Tokbe Drazur Tigle Chenpo Shak Zungzen Jage Keme Ying Sudru Trunang Jitin Tongbe Trin Le Drub Nundrub Nang Shi Yeshe Tarchin Le Kadak Shunu Pumgur Chang Chub Shong Ram Yam Kam Om Ahung Yingi Benda Rikpe Soktor Sham Drudu Chaser Tigle De Yun Tra Ngursar Sami Kyape Dam Sikti Rang Rik Sawa Sumgi Laso La Nime Nyambe Nyangdu Trepabu Tokbe Drazur Tigle Chenpor Shak Zungzin Jage Keme Ying Sutru Trunang Shitok Sepe Trin Le Drub Nandrub Nangshi Yeshe Tarchin De Kadak Shinu Punker Chang Chup Sho Ram Yam Kam Ahung Yingi Benda Rikpe Soktor Sham Drudur Chase Tigle Duyen Tra Ngusa Sami Kyepe Damsik Di Rangrik Sawa Sumgi Hlasola Nime Nyampe Ngangdu Chepabu Tokpe Tasur Tigle Chemper Shak Zengzin Jage Keme Ying Sutra Trenang Shito Sepe Chenle Drub Undrub Nangshi Yeshe Tarche De Kadak Shunu Punker Chang Chup Sho Ram Yam Kam Ahung Yingi Benda Rigbe Soktor Sham Drudur Chase Tigle Duyen Tra Ngusar Sami Kyape Damsik Di Rangrik Zawa Sumgi Hlasogla Nime Nyampe Ngangdu Cheparbu Tokpe Tasur Tigle Chemper Shak Zengzin Jage Keme Ying Sutro Trenang Shitok Sepe Trenle Drup Lundra Nangshi Yeshe Tarchen De Kadak Shunu Punker Chang Chup Sho Ram Yam Kam Ahung Yingi Benda Rikpe Soktor Sham Dronter Chase Tigle Duyen Tra Ngusar Sami Kyape Damsik Di Rangrik Zawa Sumgi Laso La Nime Nyampe Ngangdu Cheparbu Tokpe Drazur Tigle Chemper Shak Zengzin Jage Keme Ying Sutro Trenang Jitok Sepe Trenle Drub Lundrub Nangchi Yeshe Tarchin De Kadak Shunu Bumker Chang Chup Sho Ram Yam Kam Ahung Yingi Benda Rikpe Soktor Sham Drudruk Tase Tigle Duyen Tra Ngusar Sami Kyape Damsik Di Rangrik Zawa Sumki Hlasola Nime Nyampe Ngangdu Cheparbu Tokpe Trazur Tigle Chempur Shak Zengzin Jage Keme Ying Sutro Trenang Shitok Sepe Trenle Drub Lundrub Nangsi Yeshe Tarchen E Kadak Shunu Pumkur Chang Chup Sho. In English, Ram Yam Kam Ahung. Within the skull cup of fundamental space, the ritual offerings of awareness are arrayed. The 6 lamps, rainbow rays, and spheres of light are glittering, desirable qualities. This is the wondrous, inconceivable Samaya. To the self-aware Devata assembly of the 3 roots, the offerings are offered in a state of non-dual equanimity. The pointy edges of thoughts are confessed within the great sphere. Enemies and obstructors, the grasper and the grasped, are liberated in unborn fundamental space. The eluded appearance awakens in the basis and accomplishes enlightened activities. Perfecting the primal knowing of the naturally self-accomplished 4 visions, may I awaken in the youthful vase body, original purity. The middle length, concise feast offering. Ram Yam Kam Ahung Guru Sasum Laso La Duyen Long Che Tsok Che Bu Dam Sig Nyam Chak Dam Che Shak Nyumong Drage Shel Du Tap Trene Rapcham Lundrup Zer Tsok Ni Nir Dzok Ndrup Zer Gana Chakra Puja Ho Ram Yam Kam Ahung Guru Sasum Lasok La Duyen Long Che Tsok Che Bu Dam Sig Nyam Chak Dam Che Shak Nyumong Drage Shel Du Tap Trene Rabjam Lundrup Zer Tsok Ni Nir Dzok Ndrup So Gana Chakra Puja Ho Ram Yam Kam Ahung Guru Tsasum Laso La Duyen Long Che Tsok Che Bu Dam Sig Nyam Chak Dam Che Shak Nyumong Drage Shel Du Tap Trene Rabjam Lundrup Zer Tsok Ni Nir Dzok Ndrup So Gana Chakra Puja Ho Ramyam Kam Om Ahum Guru Tasum La Sola Duyen Longche Tsokche Pu Tam Sig Nam Chak Tam Che Sha Nyumon Drage Shel Du Tap Chuen Le Rab Sham Lan Drup So Tsok Ni Nir Tsok Ngo Drup So Gana Chakra Puja Ho Ramyam Kam Om Ahum Guru Sasum Haso La Duyen Longche Tsokche Pu Tam Sig Nyam Chak Tam Che Shak Nyumon Drage Shel Du Tap Chuen Le Rab Jam Lan Drup So Tsok Ni Nir Tsok Ngo Drup So Gana Chakra Puja Ho Ramyam Kam Om Ahum Guru Sasum Haso La Duyen Longche Tsokche Pu Tam Sig Nyam Chak Tam Che Shak Nyumon Drage Shel Du Tap Chuen Le Rab Jam Lan Drup So Tsok Ni Nir Tsok Ngo Drup So Gana Chakra Puja Ho. In English, Ram Yam Kam Om Ahum. To the Guru and the assembly of the three roots devatas, this wealth of sense pleasures is offered as the feast. I confess all deteriorations of Samaya. Neurosis, enemies, and obstructors are offered to the mouths of the devatas. Naturally self-accomplished, vast, enlightened activities, may the two accumulations be swiftly completed. Bestow cities, Gana Chakra Puja Ho. And now the feast offering mantra. Ram Yam Kam Om Ahum Guru Deva Da Kini Gana Chakra Puja Uchita Balingta Kahi. Ram Yam Kam Om Ahum Guru Deva Da Kini Gana Chakra Puja Uchita Balingta Kahi. Ram Yam Kam Om Ahum Guru Deva Dakini Gana Chakra Puja Uchita Balingta Kahi. Ram Yam Kam Om Ahum Guru Deva Dakini Gana Chakra Puja Uchita Balingta Kahi. Ram Yam Kam Om Ahum Guru Deva Dakini. kam om ahum Guru Devadakini Gana Chakra Puja Uchita Balingda Kai Ramyam Kam Guru Devadakini Gana Chakra Puja Uchita Balingda Kai Ramyam Kam Om Ahum Guru Devadakini Gana Chakra Puja Uchita Balingda Kai. Page 92, the swift accomplishment of wishes. Emaho Tsoke sarpe ma dong pola kunga ye she lung yi ru pai pe la rang je tempo pe ma ya byum ni kadro trimpu tsi pa so wa de Samba nyur du drupar chingi lom Lingen che pam namin tu kepe Neden bar che matru muge tso Kyuze jempe mola je chepe Sel je ning ne kulor genje Samba nyur du drupar chingi lom Te da su trim dola gompa dang Te pe gyu tro te yung o tsa she She ra pun tsum Tsok pe nur dun pu Sem chen kun gi gyu la rab sung ne Chik den de ki den pa u chen zu Samba nyur du drupar chingi lom Gang la ne dang dung mi dung kien Jung po dung dang kya po che pa dang Me chu chen zin la tra ji pe pa che Ngi pe pa tar tu pe nge kap kun Kyab dang re sa shen du ma chi pe Tuk che zung shi guru rin po che Sampa nyur du drupar chingi lom. In English, page 92. Wondrous, in the center of a lake upon the stem and corona of a lotus flower, the body, fivefold body of the Devata, naturally self-accomplished primal knowing, great self-occurring Padma, father and mother, amidst a vast cloud of dakinis, to you I pray. Grant your blessings for the swift accomplishment of wishes. Due to the ripening force of negative actions, illness, demons, obstacles, war, strife, and famine are immediately ended upon remembering your face. From my heart, I beseech you, revered organ, please remember your promise. Grant blessings for the swift accomplishment of wishes, training in faith, morality, and generosity, freeing our minds by studying, having a sense of modesty, shame, and wisdom. These are the 7 perfect and complete treasures. Instantly cause them to perfectly enter the minds of all sentient beings, bringing happiness and joy to the world. Grant blessings for the swift accomplishment of wishes. Whatever illness, suffering, and undesirable situations, spirits, demons, and oppression from the ruler, fire, water, wild animals, dangerous paths, and terrifying situations. On all occasions which can threaten our lives, there is no other hope or refuge. Hold us with your compassion, revered organ guru. Grant blessings for the swift accomplishment of wishes. Page 95. Dusam Sangye Guru Rinpoche, Ngudrup Kudak Dewa Shempu Shab, Barche Kunsel Dudu Drakpo Tse, Sowa Debsel Jingi Laptu So, Chinang Sangwe Barche Shiwa Dang, Sampa Lungi Drupar Chingi Lo, Dusam Sangye Guru Rinpoche, Ngudrup Kudak Dewa Shempu Shab, Barche Kunsel Dudu Drakpo Tse, Sowa Debsel Jingi Laptu So, Chinang Sangwe Barche Shiwa Dang, Gidrupar Jinkilo, Desem Sangi Guru Rinpoche, Ngajab Kudak Dewa Chempe Shap, Barche Kunsel Dudi Trakbutsel, Sowa Depso Chinki Laptu So, Chinang Same Barche Shiwa Dang, Sampalum Gidrupar Jinkilo, Sangi Guru Rinpoche, Ngajab Kudak Dewa Chempe Shap, Barche Kunsel Dudi Trakbutsel, Sowa Depso Chinki Laptu So, Chinang Sangme Barche Shiwatang Sampa Lungi Drupar Chinkilo, Dusam Sangi Guru Rinpoche, Ngujab Kudak Dewa Chempu Shap. Trakputzel Sowa Debso Chinki Lapduso, Chinang Sangme Barche Shiwatang, Sampa Lungi Drupar Chinkilo, Dusam Sangi Guru Rinpoche, Ngujab Kudak Dewa Chempu Shap, Barche Kunsel Dudu Trakputzel, Sowa Debso Chinki Lapduso. Chinang Sangme Barche Shiwadang, Sampa Lungi Drupar Shinkilo, Dusam Sangi Guru Rinpoche, Ngujab Kudak Dewa Chempu Shap, Dudu Drakpote, Sowa Debso Chinki Laptuso, Chinang Sangme Barche Shiwadang, Sampa Lungi Drupar Shinkilo, Dusam Sangi Guru Rinpoche, Ngujab Kudak Dewa Chempu Shap, Barche Kunsel Dudu Drakpote, Sowa Debso Chinki Laptuso, Chinang Sangme Barche Shiwadang, Sampa Lungi Drupar Shinkilo, Dusam Sangi Guru Rinpoche, Ngujab Kudak Dewa Chempu Shap, Barchi Kunsel Duru Traposel, Sowa Devso Jinki Laptu Sol, Chinang Sam, Shiwadang, Sampa Lungi Drupar Shinki Lo, Dusam Sangi Guru Rinpoche, Ngujab Kudak Dewa Chempu Shap. Dudi Trapotel, Sowa Devso Chinki Laptu Sol, Chinang Sangwe Barchi Shiwadang, Sampa Lungi Drupar Shinki Lo, Dusam Sangi Guru Rinpoche, Ngujab Kudak Dewa Chempu Shap, Barchi Kunsel Dudi Trapotel, Sowa Devso Chinki Laptu Sol, Chinang Sangwe Barche Shiwadang, Sampa Lungi Drupar Jingi Lo, Dusam Sangi Guru Rinpoche, Ngujab Kudak Dewa Chempe Shap, Barche Kunsel Dudu Trakpotel, Sowa Devzo Jingi Laptu So, Chinang Sangwe Barche Shiwad, Sampa Lungi Drupar Jingi Lo, Dusam Sangi Kudak Dewa Chempe Shap, Barche Kunsel Dudu Trakpotel, Sowa Devzo Jingi Chinang Sangme Barche Shiwadang, Sampa Lungi Drupar Jingi Lo, Dusam Sangi Guru Rinpoche, Ngajab Kudak Dewa Chempu Shap, Barche Kunsel Dudu Drakpotel, Duso Chinang Sangme Barche Shiwadang, Sampa Lungi Drupar Jingi Lo, Dusam Sangi Guru Rinpoche, Ngajab Kudak Dewa Chempu Shap, Barche Kunsel Dudu Drakpotel, Sowa Devso Jingi Lapduso, Chinang Sangme Barche Shiwadang, Sampa Lungi Drupar Jingi Lo, Dusam Sangi Guru Rinpoche, Ngujab Kudak Dewa Chempu Shap, Barche Kunsel Dudu Trakpotel, Sowa Devso Jingi Lapduso, Chinang Sangme Barche Shiwadang, Sampa Lungi Drupar Jingi Lo, Poche, Ngujab Kudak Dewa Chempu Shap, Barche Kunsel Dudu Trakpotel, Sowa Devso Jingi Lapduso, Chinang Sangme Shiwadang, Sampa Lungi Drupar Jingi Lo. Buddha of the three times, Guru Rinpoche, exalted great bliss, master of all accomplishments, wrathful manifest energy, dispeller of all hindrances and subduer of demons. To you I pray for blessing and transformation. Pacify outer, inner, and secret obstacles, and grant blessings for the natural self-accomplishment of wishes. So Barbara's coming around. Please put an unwrapped item from your plate onto this tray she's collecting. These are the soiled remainders that it has to be unwrapped, Ginny. These are the soiled remainders, and we will remember those obstacle makers we threw out at the beginning of the practice. So this will be part of what we offer to them and after we finish enjoying the feast. So everybody enjoy. So while Barbara is doing it, she's now putting, we put some aside at the beginning for the obstacle makers. And now Barbara is combining the clean, what we call the clean remainders, the remainders that didn't touch our hands, with the soiled remainders, the ones that did get offered to us, and putting them together on a plate. And then the incense lighting is to kind of activate and say, hey, it's like a beacon. Hey, everybody, the food is ready. The offerings are ready. And we're going to say a little mantra here to kind of call the attention of the obstacle makers. We're on the middle of page 83. And then we'll finish off the practice. Yeah. Not boompa, only wine. Not the boompa, only the wine. Because we already boompa'd it. Om a hung penza amrita hung ha ho shri e a rali shring shring za. Lag yu jig den dreg bet Tsok. De yun nga den la tor je. Ben da de we tren le tser. Om uchita balingta kai. Haughty worldly spirits who gather the remainders, please accept this remainder torma endowed with the 5 sense pleasures and perform beneficial and joyous activities. Om Uchita Balingta Ka Hi. And then while we wait for Barbara to come back, we can say Vajra Guru mantra. Om A Hung Pensa Guru Pema Siddhi Hung. Om A Hung Pensa Guru. Om A Hung Pensa Guru Pema Siddhi Hung. Tsok e lame kyu kordu, Tsok e korlo korwai, Da shendro wa malupa, Kyu kor chik tudrup parsho. In English, within the mandala of the lake-born Guru, by turning the wheel of the wisdom feast, may I and all beings without exception be liberated within one mandala. And then page 77. In the middle. La me ne sumi geru samle. Se karma ting sum jung ne su rangi ne sum tempe go sum gi drip jang ku sum tu ki do je gyur Tarni lama koche dushu Kamarte le hungi tsen paru Rangi ningar timbe la metu Rang sem yer me len ki chukurne. And in English, from the 3 syllables in the Guru's 3 places emerge 3 rays of white, red, and dark blue light. As these are absorbed into my own 3 places, my 3 doors are purified of obscurations and become the Vajras of enlightened body, speech, and mind. Finally, the Guru and his retinue dissolve into light, which becomes a white sphere glowing red and marked with Hung. As this is absorbed into my heart, the Guru's mind and mine join inseparably and dwell in Dharmakaya. Ah, ah. To page 84. In the middle. Hung ke me chuku kalong ne gag me la kunang we cha ri me dong sel nang du dem. And in English. Hung, from the inner sky of unborn Dharmakaya, the unobstructed form of the Devata appears and dissolves into emptiness, clarity, free from all direction. Ah, ah. Getsa chang chup chen pong o Ngo wo rang shin tu je tsel Organ lama Tsok je Kusum lungi drupai Tashi delek dampe delek shok. And in English, the roots of merit are dedicated to great awakening. The essence, nature, and compassionate manifest energy are the unsurpassed lake-board Lord of Organ. The spontaneously accomplished bodies, 3 bodies, may all be auspicious, sacred, joyous, and excellent. Lasso. Please feel free in the future also to throw rice during the English recitation of that. I think it's important to make the connection that the Tashi Dampe Delek Shok part is the Tibetan, like we're saying, amazing, we did it. And so doing it during the English part is also wonderful. Cool. Let's move to dedication prayers and longevity prayers for the lamas. We'll start on page 50 with Tsok Rinpoche's short long life prayer. Then we'll recite Chögyam Rinpoche's long life prayer, and then there's a prayer on page 59, a general long life prayer for all of the teachers, and then we'll go to dedication prayers. We'll say these in English. Om Svasti, holding the treasury of the teachings of Samanta Bhadra's heart, raising the victory banner of study and practice amidst this time of degeneration. Glorious Guru, may your feet remain firm, and may the 2 purposes be naturally accomplished and auspiciousness increase. Om Swasti, the indestructible self-born essence of Amitayus, primordially uncharacterized by either birth or death, by the truth of the fundamental purity of phenomenality itself, may the supreme guide of beings, the victorious one, may he live a long life, with the unobstructed creativity of the Vajra clouds of highest ecstasy, expanding through space the skillful dance of Maya Jala, with the truth of the spontaneity of interdependent phenomena, may the supreme guide of beings, the victorious one, may he live a long life. With the fearlessness, wisdom, and kindness which is the power of primordial awareness, the essence of the precise secret teachings of the Vajrayana, the wish-fulfilling jewel, the victorious banner of teaching, practice, and action is raised to the pinnacle. May he live long as he fulfills the aspirations and wishes of living beings, sounding the Dharma as a conch shell trumpet with the auspicious pattern of a right-handed spiral, causing the essence to enter the ears of many beings of the three habitats, above, on the surface, and below the earth, accomplishing the spread of virtue victoriously in all directions. May this fortunate, supreme guide and sovereign live a long life. May the Lama Vidyadhara live for 100 eons, victorious in the war against adverse inner and outer obstacles, spontaneously accomplishing vast intentions of great value to the Dharma and living beings. May this most excellent and auspicious vision pervade forever. Page 59. May the Guru be healthy. May the Supreme Form live a long life. May the enlightened activity flourish and spread. Bestow the blessings of never being separate from the Guru. May the life of the glorious Guru remain firm. May all beings equal to space experience bliss and happiness. May myself and all beings without exception complete the accumulations, purify all obscurations, and swiftly attain the awakened state. And join me for dedication prayers on page 17. These we'll say in both Tibetan and English. Champe bewo jitar genpatang, kundu zangpo deyang de shente, de da kungi jesu da lo ching, ge wa di da dam che rab tu ngong, du sam shek ba gyal wa tam che ki, ngo wa dang la chok du nak ba de, da ki ge we tsa wa di kun kyang, zang po che chi rab tu ngo wa gi. Like the hero Manjushri, who attained knowledge of all things just as they are, and following Samanta Bhadra's example too, so I will emulate and train in all of that, and thus make supreme dedication of all this virtue. All the victorious ones of the three times, whatever dedications they have supremely uttered, and all these roots of virtue as well, I supremely dedicate in order to accomplish the deeds of the excellent. Changchuk sem chorim poche, ma ke pa nam ke gyurchi, ke pa nam ba me pa yang, gune gong du be war sho. The precious supreme mind of awakening, may it be born in those who have it not, whatever. May it never degenerate, and may it always grow greater and greater. Ken lo cho sun rin luk che, zam ling sa sum kya par bel, drug ye cho sun nang ma dang, mi dre du sam ge lek shog. May the great tradition of the Bodhisattva abbot, the Vajra master, and the Dharma king pervade and flourish through the three times of this world. May the experiences of all beings never be separate from the three jewels, and may there be virtue and excellence throughout the three times. Zamling chi dang yu kam di, dak tu, sorry. Ni muk sun se de ngel mi dra. Che den sun am pe jor gong tu pe. Tak tu ta shi de le pen sok shong. In the world in general and in this nation, may not even the names disease, famine, war, and suffering be heard. May virtuous qualities, merit, and prosperity increase, and may continuous good fortune and sublime well-being perfectly arise. In the world in general, and in this nation, may not even the names disease, famine, war, and suffering be heard. May virtuous qualities, merit, and prosperity greatly increase, and may continuous good fortune and sublime well-being perfectly arise. In the world in general, and in this nation, may not even the names disease, famine, war, and suffering be heard. May virtuous qualities, merit, and prosperity greatly increase, and may continuous good fortune and sublime well-being perfectly arise. Sunam di tam che tsik pa ni, top ni ni petranam pam che ne, ke ga na chi pa la tru pa yi, si pe so lang dro wa sho. By this merit may all beings gain omniscience, and thus defeat the neurosis and negative actions which are the enemies. From the turbulent waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death, from the ocean of becoming, may all beings be liberated. And just take a moment, actually. It's important to say all of these prayers that we all know at the end of a ritual to end things, the excellent beginning, main part, and conclusion. The conclusion is dedication of the merit from the main part of the practice. So take a minute and reflect back on the motivation that we started with and that you generated when we got started with the practice, and just offer up from your own side whatever dedication of the merit of what we just did that you feel like you need to dedicate. Maybe it's to a particular person, maybe it's to a general situation that you're experiencing in the world or that other people are experiencing in the world. This is really where we take this whole ritual situation and then make it relevant to us and what we're working with our own mind and our own experience, and the way that we can use this illusory ritual that we just conducted to truly benefit ourselves and other beings, because then we remember that dedication and we go out and do something about that and take action. So just take a minute and sit, let your body kind of relax and reflect upon the ritual we just completed, and dedicate the merit from your own side. Thank you. How wonderful. Thank you all for coming. Thank you, people online, for joining us. We are still hosting practices Thursday night, 7 p.m., Intro to Meditation, at Heart Sutra recitation, Sundays from 10 to 12, open meditation. Please join us. The next two Thursdays in, the last Thursday in August 25th, and then the first Thursday in September 1st, will be online for Intro to Meditation teachings. I'm trying to think of anything else. If anybody feels moved to learn the practices that we're doing here and learn the practices that what Barbara, like the role that Barbara is playing today in the offering ceremony, let me know. I'm going to give you a online form to fill out. You already filled it out. Thank you to those of you who filled it out and offered. We're really looking to diversify the volunteer base here at PMC and invite more people to learn and participate and kind of know how things run around here, so we can have backups and engagement in a way that feels like there's service being offered and connection made to community here in this group of people. So let me know. You can send an email to programs, PROGAMS. I forgot an R in there. Programs. I'm such a visual learner. Programs at pmctr.org if you're interested, and I'll send you the survey. Great, thanks. Thanks, y'all. See you soon.